Hey, welcome back to another video blog of my experience with my 3D printer. This is my latest project at this moment. It's a case for the MacBook Pro 2011 Alpha 1286 logic board. So let's say you have a MacBook Pro and your screen broke, your trackpad or your keyboard doesn't work anymore, and you already tried replacing it, or you don't want to spend that kind of money replacing it. So basically what you can do is take the logic board out and build a case for it. If you have a 3D printer, you can print it yourself, or just visit our website. You can download the STL files to print it yourself, or maybe I'll put some for sale. Anyway, um, as you can see, once the logic board is out, you just go ahead and install it. The case has the proper screw mounts to hold fans, logic board, etc. I'm still working on some refinements, so if you see any mistakes or any things that don't fit, probably by the time that you look at the STL files in our website, it will be fixed. One of the cool things about this case is that the hard drive goes on the outside, and that allows you to be able to swap hard drives without having to open the computer in a matter of seconds, which I think is very useful, especially if you like to mess around with different operating systems. If you have, or even if you have, this is more than one user on that computer, your kids, or whatever, you can have a hard drive that's specifically for your kids. They can ruin it. They can mess around with the operating system, have their own passwords, blah blah blah, and then you come over and you don't have to log in, or you don't have to deal with the clutter that they made. You just swap your hard drive, which you can do also with user accounts. But if you want to play around with Linux without having to mess with your operating system, just pop that hard drive out, put a different one in, install Linux, mess around with it. Same with Windows, you name it. As you can see, the SATA and the Wi-Fi antenna have to be taken out. The SATA cable and the Wi-Fi antenna need to be taken out of the old Mac and attached to the case. Um, Once it's put together, you'll see that it has there's little tricks to put it to turn it on. Um, in this video, which I edited, as you can see, I'm putting a little bit tape to hold the Wi-Fi antenna, and then on the first take I didn't have the tape, so please excuse the discrepancy. So now we place in the memory in this specific configuration we have an SSD, a 250 SSD, and 16 gigs of memory. The processor of this computer is a 2.3 i7 with dual GPU, 512, and a Radeon 1 gigabyte. So it's a pretty powerful computer for the time that this video was made. You're looking at a computer that can run Sierra with the latest updates as of July 2017. In order to make it work with any monitor, you're going to need a mini DisplayPort adapter to whatever the connection of your monitor is, in this case HDMI. You're going to need a keyboard and a mouse, and you are going to need a power adapter for a Mac. We built little stands for it. One goes in the back and one goes in the front. The front one, we put a little skull to make it look cool. Uh, like I said, I'm calling it a Hackintosh, but I know the true definition of a Hackintosh is aftermarket parts that run OS X. The problem that you have with a Hackintosh is that as soon as a new release of OS X or new update comes up, you're going to have issues. You're not going to be able to update, blah, blah, blah. In this case, this is an original Apple logic board, so there is no copyright infringement. You can install OS X on it, and It's a pretty cheap setup if you already have a broken MacBook Pro. If you want to get one on eBay, they probably run around $200, $300. You print out the case, you pull out the logic board, and for less than 500, you have an i7 dual GPU, very powerful computer. As you can see in the video, it's turning on. It's actually coming back from sleep and is going to have the account. We're going to go ahead and log in, and you'll see that it's Sierra operating system. So that's it pretty much. There's not too much else to talk about. The STL files are on our website, and we do have an eBay account, so we're probably going to be putting some of these cases for sale. If you have a 3D printer, obviously it's cheaper for you to just download the STL files and print your own. Let us know what you think. Hopefully this was not a waste of your time, and we're constantly working on little projects like this. Right now we're working on a mount that will hold a heat gun, um, and it's fully adjustable, and once we have it finished, we'll post another video on that. Please give us a like and subscribe. Trying to build a YouTube community here. Hopefully I don't disappoint you. And thank you for your time, and enjoy our channel.